The Food Allergy and Anaphylaxis Network, also known as FAN.
My name is Anna and I'm allergic to nuts, wheat, cow's milk, and seafood.
Our daughter Anna is 7 and our son John is 4, and early on we discovered that both of them had severe multiple food allergies. Between the two of them, dairy, wheat, eggs, nuts, peanuts, soy, shellfish. I think at the very beginning I felt paralyzed. I remember going to a grocery store after learning what my second child was allergic to, and I just broke down in tears in the aisle in the grocery store and thought, there is no way I can put dinner on the table for these two children with all the things that they're allergic to.
Unlike things that people are allergic to that are out there that you can easily avoid, like, okay, I'm allergic to penicillin, so your doctor knows you can't have penicillin, or something obscure. The foods that they're allergic to, dairy products, they're absolutely everywhere.
The most severe reaction that either of our children has faced was when Anna was about 3 years old. I gave her a sippy cup that had belonged to a cousin that was filled with cow's milk, which she's allergic to. So she had a violent vomiting episode and ended up having trouble breathing.
And her eyes had started like rolling back in her head.
I had to give her an EpiPen, and we went to the hospital, and it reversed her condition immediately. But that was a really eye-opening, frightening experience. There is not a day that goes by that I don't think about food allergies. It has to get factored into the planning of every single outing, every single meal, every single special event. We think about food allergies.
John, why are we using the flaxseed?
Because I'm allergic to the eggs.
That's right. Do you want to put it in?
Yeah.
Whether it's something we're doing in our home, whether it's something they're doing at school, or something they're doing with friends, we're always planning ahead. We can never leave anything to chance.
FAN has been a huge help in making sure that we have the guidance and that we're able to give other people the guidance that they need to take the right steps should something happen.
I'm in kindergarten.
The first time you send your child out the door to school is a terrifying experience, I think, for most parents. But when your child has food allergies, you can't imagine that they're going to spend the day in the care of someone else. Before every new school season, before we head off to camp, before we get a new babysitter, I always go to FAN and I print out the tip sheets, which give me what I need to know before I talk to anybody.
From the minute you go on the website and you start reading and realize that, you know, even though you think your situation is so different than everybody else's, your two kids are among 12 million people in the country that suffer from food allergies. So it's a comforting thing to have that support network.
There are recipes there. There are things that I can do, learning how to read labels, recognizing everything that I need to do.
The reality of the world is that wherever you go, there are going to be these minefields. So I think the most important thing is to have the strong defense. FAN is definitely a helpful playbook in that regard.
We're constantly keeping up with the news about what's going on with research related to food allergies. I'm always hopeful that one day I'll get the news that somebody's found a way to cure food allergies.
I'm Wesley Burks, Professor and Chief of the Division of Pediatric Allergy and Immunology at Duke University Medical Center. We approached the Food Allergy and Anaphylaxis Network with an idea about developing a treatment initially for egg allergy and then for peanut allergy. And out of that funding, we were able to do an initial study. And there's two concepts. One is desensitization, and that means that a child that has peanut allergy, if they eat the protein, after the treatment, it takes a lot more of the food to cause a reaction. So their threshold for having a reaction is a lot higher. And the second thing we try to do is to see if we could develop a treatment to make the allergic reaction go away. So two different goals, two different mechanisms of the way they might work. Children that at the beginning of the study reacted to less than a tenth of a peanut, at the end of the study, most of them could tolerate 13 peanuts before they had even a mild reaction. So what that allows them to do is not to go out and begin to eat 10 peanuts, but it allows them to go to school, to daycare, for their parents not to have the concern that with a bite of a cookie they'll have a life-threatening reaction. I'm encouraged by not only this study, but plenty of other studies that are going on in the last 5 years that I truly think in the next 5 years there'll be the first generation of treatments for food allergy.
We're so incredibly thankful for all the dedicated researchers who care so much about this issue and have been given money to look into what might one day be a cure for food allergies.
Please make a donation to FAN so we can find a cure for food allergies. For more information, visit FAN's website at foodallergy.org.